for me, growing up, I've been through so much shit in the streets. I'm talking about rape and all types of shit that I would never snitch because just growing up in the streets is the rule is snitches get stitches. You can't snitch. So I just ate all of that. So I wasn't snitching. I ain't gonna lie. I did when they put me in the ambulance and I took my last breath. Before I took my last breath, they asked me who did it to me, and I did say his name.
Okay.
Because he got in the ambulance with me, trying to act like everything is all cool. Like, nigga, you just killed my cousin. And you just stabbed me 33 times. And you just got in the ambulance with me, acting like
Everything good.
everything is good. So they said, who did this to you? And I said his name. And then lights out after that. And I was in a coma for, I think, 5 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, as to sit here and hear you speak like this, you know, it's not shocking. Because you, like I said, you never know somebody's story unless they tell it to you.
Yeah, but
I
long story
will
short, I
say,
want to say, like, I didn't take it to trial or none of that because I was a minor. So my mom ended up going to court talking about the shit like she knew anything about it. Like, bitch, how do you know? I don't even remember what happened because
right.
from the shock and trauma, your brain tries to forget. So for the 2 years after it happened, I couldn't even remember what led to the stabbing.
Right.
I
But
came the real reason, like
was
I
you
came.
upset that your mom went in court trying to defend for her daughter?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was still he was the first real love of my life, you know what I
Right.
mean? So it was kind of hard because I still loved him, but I know he killed my cousin. I love my cousin and but it's like I loved him too, and it was just like it was hard to choose a side. It's like I lost two people. You feel me?
Okay.
I lost three because myself too.
Right.
You feel me? Meanwhile, everybody just lost one person. Like you lost your son. My mom lost her nephew. She lost her son. Like I lost
Okay.
three people in this, and like, yeah, it was hard to choose a side. You know what I mean? So yeah, like
You
I
know,
did go see him the first few years that it first happened. I was
okay.
going to see him in jail and mental hospitals and shit. He was trying to, claim that mental shit, try to
Right.
get out.
Right.
And then one day it just clicked to me, and I'm like, hold up, nah, you violated. You killed my cousin. Yeah, nah, I ain't doing this shit no more. Like,
Okay. And what gave you that switch? Because you know, it's always something that give you that. Nah, I'm bugging.
I don't know, just really realizing, my cousin left a daughter behind and shit. And it was just like, just realizing that she's growing up without a dad. And my aunt won't talk to me until this day and shit. And I had to wake up like, hold on, Philly. But then, yet and all, honestly, it's like it's really all my fault for real, because I was like abusive towards the nigga. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was just like, it still don't make it right, but like, dude really loved me, and I was just like so mean to him and shit. Like, and I'm still kind of that way a little bit to people. I ain't gonna lie, to men and shit.
Who you think?
It's like I got something against men for real,
Really?
something like that. Yeah,
So you did mention you got raped your whole life. I mean,
yeah,
that's trauma. I mean, first and foremost, trauma is real.
yeah.
Do you think this taking place on your mental? Like, do you think you
Not
completely?
anymore, but it's what really forced me to find myself and to control my mental more, because shit like that, you could lose your mind and be
Absolutely.
crazy. And
Hands down.
I almost went there. I almost got there. I remember times where I was hearing voices like all at once. I almost lost it. And I'm like, damn, let me go to sleep because I can't take this and I'm going to go crazy if I don't go to sleep. So I went to sleep. I woke up. I used to have flashbacks, PTSD, crazy. So, yeah, that's a part. Like, my journey right now is really having more mental control in every aspect. You know what I mean? So,
You know what's so dope? I mean, when I say dope is to hear you speak about it, because you're not pointing a finger at nobody. You're actually saying, I'm the blame. I'm the reason for it. You know, and like you say, nobody need to deserve to get killed. To stand third off us, and like you say, it could have been his fed up. Could have been his. He could have been a nice guy. He might have been a great guy, and he just couldn't take no more. Everybody had that. That's why snap is a real thing. People snaps.
nah, but I'm going to keep it
And
real with you, though. His mom did. It came out to the surface like dude was killing animals and shit when he was a kid. His mom already knew something was off with him and stuff like that.
okay,
So there was something off with him. He did have, and I started seeing that. That's what started turning me off about dude. It's like a devil got into him. Like in the beginning, he was just normal and stuff, and then his eye. After a while, it's like his eyes started cocking. It's like a demon got into him, and it wasn't him no more. Like, And it's crazy because I had an experience where I met the devil that got into him when I was in the juvenile prison. It's like a crazy supernatural experience. It's crazy that I didn't get to remember until like really realize what happened until later. Like, you feel me?
Do this thing, because this was clearly before you
I
had
know this
kids.
shit sound insane, but this shit is really
Nah.
real life.
This
Like,
is real, nah.
I'm not
This is
off.
real.
Listen, I've been evaluated. I've had fucking when you get locked up, they do PSIs and shit. They
yeah.
check your IQ level, all types of shit. And the only thing I'm diagnosed with is PTSD. You feel me? So I'm not off. None of that. I know the shit sound like I'm off, but this is real life experience.
Nah,
You
real
know what I
life.
mean?
One of the things, going through all these things, sometimes it can change you as a person. So, do you find yourself to be more humble today or violent?
I'm very humble, but that anger that's in me could make me an ugly person with my mouth.
Okay.
I can become very verbally abusive. I always been like that though, even back when dude stabbed me. You feel me? I'm like that towards my kids. Sometimes I don't mean to do it. Then I have to explain to them. Listen, I'm fucked up. Been through a lot of shit. You know I don't mean this shit. You know I don't mean to say this shit to you. But I don't know what. I don't know where that shit come from.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know where that shit come from for real.
Do you find yourself beating yourself up with it? Like, because when you don't
Not
know
no
where it's
more.
coming from,
Not no more.
did you seek help, like therapists?
I give myself my own therapist. Every time I ever tried to go see
Do
a
it work?
yeah, look at me today, baby.
Okay, no, you look good, but that
No,
beauty means
everything inside and out, mentally, soul, found everything about me. You, this is clear. It's translucent. You can see that I'm. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, therapy don't work for me because like I've been through a lot, and these
Wait, when you say
therapists never been
therapy
through
don't
half
work
of
for
this.
you, have you ever tried it?
Yeah, I have,
Okay, all
and
right,
they
so
can't relate to me. It's like
right,
talking to my son.
okay,
You never been through half the shit that I've been through, and I'm sitting here trying to ask you for help about my like. No, we're good. You know what? I'm just gonna give myself my own therapy because
okay,
I'm the only one that been through this shit. So you
okay.
know,
See, one of the things I always do, because like I said, you're a dope artist, and I'm not focused on your music at this point. You're a dope artist. You have a beautiful image. You know what I mean? And I tap into the story though behind the artist, because you know, even in this business, you know, it's a lot of things that go on that can mentally carry weight. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that can go on. So it's like, as far as a female and going through your own story and dealing with or a dream of yours, and you got to go through some more of that trauma and more mental abuse and this and that. How did you cover all this in? Because it's a lot. You not to the urge of wanting, because one day you could just fuck it all.
it's
Are you
just
there?
that's what it is. Is either you gonna die or you gonna live, and it's like just having kids. I can't. If it wasn't for my kids, I probably would have said, fuck it all. I'm going to keep it
Okay.
real with you. Sometimes I'll be like, fuck it. I'm fucking taking everybody with me. We fucking, it get that hard. Like,
real.
dead ass. I brought these motherfuckers in the, you know what?
They going with me.
But I wouldn't really do that. You know what I mean? Like,
just a moment.
I'm
Makes
just
sense.
so blessed. It's hard to say fuck life. You know what I mean? I ain't going to lie. I'm so blessed. From getting a safety valve, just surviving that 33 stab wounds. You know what I mean? Just everything. I'm just so blessed. It's like hard to just say. Like, it's just so beautiful. I don't know what more blessings the future holds, and it always happens. Next thing you know, here come another blessing. I'm like, God damn. That's what keep me going, is not knowing what next blessing is waiting